Alright, welcome back to the channel everybody. Today we will be going over the mobile budgeting app, Mint. I'm going to go over all of my favorite features within the Mint mobile app, and then I'm going to show you how I actually saved a very large portion of my income over the past 2 years. Alright, and just as a quick reminder, if you're new here or you've seen a few of my videos and aren't subscribed yet, I definitely recommend subscribing and hitting the little alert bell. It's free to do and you won't miss any of my future videos. I post videos at least every Tuesday and Saturday, but right now I'm actually going to be posting a lot more because I have some more free time. Okay, so let's get right into the Mint app. So I use the Mint app mainly for budgeting, but it also is a great personal finance app. Let's jump right into the phone and we'll actually see how it works. All right, so first things first, Mint allows you to link all of your financial accounts, whether it be checking, savings, investing, credit cards, you name it, you could probably link it. So you can see here, I have my checking and savings accounts, 3 credit cards, 3 investment accounts, and it also lets you add property to actually calculate your net worth. So unlike a lot of other budgeting apps where you have to manually input all of your data, Mint actually ingests all of your transaction data across all of your accounts to be able to look at it very fast. Speaking of manual labor, take 1 second, go down, hit that like button. It really does help my channel out. Okay, so once you link your accounts, it'll show you a very nice, clean overview of your financial picture, including your net worth, as you can see right here. So it says my net worth is around $84,000, $85,000. That includes all of my accounts, whether it be checking, savings, investments, along with my car I own. Now, Mint actually does allow you to go in and add a car or house if you do own it. So when you actually add a car to the account, you can see I've added my Audi A3 here at the bottom. It actually uses Kelley Blue Book to estimate the value of that car based off the trim, model, year, and all of that. So you can see it estimated my car to be around $19,000. So that's what it's gonna use in the actual calculations for net worth. So you can actually add any items you want into here to determine your net worth. So say you had some really expensive TVs or other expensive things that you wanted to include, you could put it in here and it'll include it in your net worth. All right, so as I said before, the Mint app will actually ingest all of your transactions across all of your accounts and put them all into one place, which is very nice and makes it very easy to track all of your expenses over a given amount of time. And it also attempts to categorize them. So that brings me into what I use this app mainly for, and that's budgeting. So you can see at the top here, I have my April budget, and it actually tracks throughout the month of how far you've actually spent in your budget. So you can see that green bar and then the today mark. So I'm actually under budget for now. Okay, so if we click into the April budget, you can see my brief budget right here, and I'm actually gonna bring us over into the web app, mint.com, real quick. And I actually recommend, if you are going to get this application, Mint, that you should go in here and actually make your budget on their website rather than on the mobile app. This is because it's very easy and simple to do it on the website. You can see here's my budget that I showed you briefly in the phone, and you can actually go in, create a budget for a bunch of different categories, and you can actually make your own categories as well. So if you guys want, let me know down in the comments if you want me to make a video on how to actually do this in detail, because there are a lot of cool tips and tricks that I've learned using this app for a while. So yeah, let me know down in the comments and I can do a very in-depth video of how to actually create your budget on Mint using their website. And my favorite feature of making these budgets in the mint.com app is the ability to make custom categories. So you can see a big way that I use this app is actually using custom categories to send money to my investment accounts as well as my saving accounts, which incorporates it into my budget monthly, and that's an amount of cash where I know will be going to saving and investing. So it has really helped me out in the long term, being able to save and invest large chunks of money. So as I said before, Mint will try to auto-categorize your purchases, but as you can see here, Wawa, it has it in gas and fuel, and I actually had to change it to gas and fuel because Wawa in Mint actually shows up as fast food slash restaurant because you could buy food there as well. But it just so happened that for this purchase, I purchased gas at Wawa this time instead of food. So I had to go in and actually manually change it to gas and fuel so it would recognize in my budget and categorize it appropriately. Now that's just another trick I've kind of learned. I go in every 3 or 4 days and go through the transactions and make sure they're in the correct categories that I want and that I've set up for my budget. Okay, so another cool feature of the Mint app is actually the cash flow. So if you go in here, you can see April cash flow, and it'll actually give me my cash flow over time. So every month, how much income did I make, and then how much did I actually spend? Now, sometimes this isn't 100% accurate because of the way I have my money set up. So say I make a credit card purchase, and then I use my checking account to actually pay off that credit card. It'll sometimes include that payment and the actual charge on the card. So it'll double what I actually spent, and that's not correct. So I have to come in here sometimes and either hide transactions or categorize transactions in certain ways to actually make the cash flow make sense. I don't really use this feature that much because my budget does track all of this stuff, and that's where I go for all of my main things. But this is a great feature if you do keep your finances simple and say you only use a checking account for your income and spending. This would be a great way to track all of that. And Mint also will give you a spending overview. So you can see right now for April, it's only been a few days, but you can see that my categories of what I actually spent in the past few days for the month. So if you actually go into your spending, you can see trends of how much you spent versus your net income, and then what categories you generally spend on. So the last thing I want to go over in the app real quick is goals. So if you have any long-term goals, such as saving for a rainy day, preparing for retirement, wanting to buy a home or car, you can actually go in here and add your goals. So say I wanted to go buy a home, I would go in here, buy a home, and then it basically asks you a bunch of questions of, what price home you want to buy, how long you have to save to buy a house, and all of that. So once you're complete doing this, it'll actually incorporate that goal into your monthly budget, which is really cool. All right, so I want you guys to go down in the comments real quick and let me know your long-term financial goals, whether it be saving up for a down payment on a house or buying a new car. Let me know down below in the comments. Okay, so I really believe in the Mint app, and I've been using it for the past 3+ years, and it really has helped me save and invest a lot of my money because it's allowed me to cut down on some of my expenses I didn't even know I was spending money on. All right, and if you guys enjoyed this video, go down, take a second, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. If you guys want to go watch more content of mine, feel free. I'm going to put 2 videos up on the screen right now. Have a great one, everybody.